Okay, so this problem wants us to list all possible rational roots. So this brings us to the topic of the rational root theorem. The rational root theorem says that all possible rational roots of a polynomial equation will take the form p over q, where p are all the possible factors of the constant term and q are all the possible factors of the leading coefficient. So let's go ahead and list our p values, our q values, and then make our list of possible rational roots in the form p over q. So, to find the possible values of p, we're looking at all of the possible factors of 4. Well, 4 could be 1 times 4, or it could be 2 times 2. And I could use positives and negatives. I could get positive 4 by taking positive 1 times positive 4, or negative 1 times negative 4, positive 2 times positive 2, or negative 2 times negative 2. All of those are ways I can multiply to get positive 4. So when we list these factors every time, don't get caught up in the signs. We're just going to put plus or minus with every one of them. And again, the numbers that I've listed there were 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So 1, 2, and 4 are the numbers that I'm using as possible factors of 4. So I'll list those as plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, and plus or minus 4. Those are my p values. The q values, those come from this leading coefficient, the 7. The good news for us, 7's prime, so its only factors are 1 in itself. So we'd have plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 7. Now, we can use these to build those fractions, those rational roots, p over q. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take each one of the p values and put it over this q value. So when I put 1 over 1, I get 1. So plus or minus 1. There's 2 possible rational roots. Then I put plus or minus 2 over the plus or minus 1. 2 over 1 is 2. So plus or minus 2. There's 2 more possible rational roots. Plus or minus 4 over plus or minus 1, which would give you plus or minus 4. Again, when you put all these over 1, you just generated all of those. So there are actually 6 possible rational roots so far. Now, we need to take each one of those and put them over the 7 as well. So I'll have 1 over 7, so plus or minus 1/7. Put the 2 over the 7, plus or minus 2/7. And then put the 4 over the 7 to get plus or minus 4/7. And that right there is your list of all possible rational roots of this equation. Now, again, you don't quite see the big picture yet of where we're going with this up to this lesson here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, each written with a plus or minus. There's 12 possible options. You might not really see what use that has at this point in time, but narrowing something down to only 12 options as opposed to an infinite number of options is actually pretty powerful.